Hello everyone. I welcome you all for online video tutorial by Department of Civil Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Myself, Professor Gautam, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering. In today's class, I am going to teach about problem on sample disturbance. That means if you extract a soil sample from the earth surface, whether that soil sample is disturbed or undisturbed. That calculation I am going to show in today's class. So now let us see the problem. Okay, before going to the problem, let us see the formulas we are using in order to calculate that sample disturbance. Let us assume this is the sampler we are using for the extraction of the soil sample. In this sampler, let us take the values like this. So in the top portion, in the sample tube, let us consider outside diameter as D4 and inside diameter as D3. And in the cutting edge position, let us consider outside diameter as D2 and inside diameter as D1. Okay, so inside clearance can be calculated by using the formula D3 minus D1 divided by D1 whole multiplied by 100. So if this value is 1 to 3%, then we can say that sample is undisturbed. If it is more value, then we can consider that sample is more disturbed. Then outside clearance can be calculated by using the formula D2 minus D4 divided by D4 whole multiplied by 100. Again, in order to say the sample is less disturbed, the value should be in between 0 to 2%. Then we need to calculate area ratio. Area ratio is given by the formula D2 square minus D1 square divided by D1 square. Again, if the area ratio should be in between 20 to 30%, then the sample is considered as representative disturbed sample. If the area ratio is less than 10%, then we can say that the sample is undisturbed sample or only slightly disturbed. Okay, and also you can calculate recovery ratio. So if the recovery length is equal to 1, then it is a good recovery. If the recovery length is greater than 1, it indicates that the soil is bit swollen. And if the recovery length is less than 1, it indicates that the soil is compressed. Now, by using these formulas, now let us take certain problems. So in order to say whether the soil sample is disturbed or undisturbed. Okay, so in the right tab, I opened the formulas. So in the left tab, you can see the problem. Here is the problem. Compute the area ratio of thin-walled tube sampler has external diameter of 6 centimeter and the wall thickness is 2.25 mm. Do you recommend the sampler for obtaining undisturbed samples and why? Okay, so here the problem is he has used one sampler. In that sampler, he is saying that external diameter, that means here to here external diameter is 6 centimeter, and he is saying that thickness of the wall is 2.25. Therefore, in order to calculate inside dia, what you can do? You can do 6 minus 2 multiplied by 2.25. In order to calculate this value, internal diameter, you can do. So in terms of centimeter, he has given 6 centimeter. I took it as in terms of mm. Therefore, that will be equal to 60 mm. Therefore, internal dia D1 is equal to 60 minus of 2 into 2.25. That is equal to 55.5 mm. Therefore, internal dia is how much? 55.5 mm. Now you can calculate area ratio by using the formula D2 square minus D1 square divided by D1 square. You know D2 value is 660 mm and D1 value is 55.55. So you just substitute that value and check out what is the area ratio. Here the value is 16.87%. And we know that, so in the area ratio, if the value is in between 20 to 30%, then we can say it is a representative sample. If it is less than 20%, then we can say it is a slightly disturbed sample. So here our value is 16.87%. Therefore, since the area ratio is more than 10%, it is not recommended for completely undisturbed sample. But even though we can say the sample is slightly disturbed because it is less than 20%. But if you want to get a completely undisturbed sample, it is not possible through this sampler. And this is how you need to solve the problem. Okay. Now let us see the second problem. Second problem is determine the area ratio for the following soil samplers and comment on the nature of samples obtained in each of the sampler. That means here they are using three different samplers to extract the soil samples. So the name of the samplers is core cutter, split barrel, and seamless tube. If you use core cutter, the outside dia is 165 mm and inside dia is 150 mm. In the split barrel, outside dia is 51 and inner dia is 35 mm. In the seamless tube, outside dia is 51 mm and inside dia is 48 mm. Now you know the formula for area ratio. So area ratio formula is d2 square minus d1 square divided by d1 square. Apply formula for all the samplers for core cutter, split barrel, and seamless tube. For the core cutter, if you apply the formula, the area ratio is 21%. Since it is 21%, that means area ratio is slightly more than 20%, which is reasonably good disturbed sample. That is, you can say the soil is not completely disturbed. A bit portion of the soil is get disturbed, because we know that if it is in 20 to 30% means it is an representative soil sample. Similarly, if you take the next one, split barrel, apply the same formula, d2 square minus d1 square divided by d1 square. So you know the outer dia is 51 and inner dia is 35. Apply that and see, here we got the area ratio as 112.3%. It is more than 30%, correct? No, even it is too much high. Therefore, if you use this sampler, you are going to get completely disturbed soil sampler. Similarly, you can apply the formula for third sampler, that is seamless tube. So if you apply there, external dia is 51 and internal dia is 48. So the value is 12.89. Therefore, you can say that here more or less you are going to get undisturbed soil sample. Okay, and this is how you need to calculate whether the soil is disturbed or undisturbed. Okay, let us see one more problem. So here the problem is, a sampling tube has inner diameter of 70 mm and that of cutting edge is equal to 68 mm. Their outer diameter are 72 mm and 74 mm respectively. That means here they had given all the values. D1 is equal to 68 mm and D2 is equal to 74 mm. D3 is equal to 70 mm and D4 is equal to 72 mm. That means here they had given diameters of cutting edge and also the tube which is connected to the cutting edge. So that's, you have to note it down. D1 is 68, D2 is 74, again D3 is 70 and D4 is 72 mm. Next, what he is asking, determine inside clearance, outside clearance and area ratio of the sampler, and this tube is pushed at the bottom of the borehole to a distance of 550 mm and the length of the sample recovered is 530 mm. Find the recovery ratio. That means if you use this sampler and if you insert this sampler inside the earth surface, okay, so the total length of the sampler is 550 mm. But when you remove that sampler back, the sample collected is having a length of only a 530 mm. Now for this, we need to find out recovery ratio. Okay, so for the given sampler, we have to calculate inside clearance, outside clearance, area ratio, and also recovery ratio. Okay, now inside clearance formula is D3 minus D1 divided by D1 into 100. We know what is D3, D1, and D1. So you just substitute all the values in the inside clearance formula and check out what is the value. So here we got the value as 2.94%. Next, calculate outside clearance. The formula of outside clearance is D2 minus D4 divided by D2. So all the values are available. Substitute all the values here and check out the answer. It is 2.78%. Next, calculate area ratio formula. So area ratio is given by D2 square minus D1 square divided by D1 square. We know what is the value of D2, D1. So D2 is 74 and D1 is 68. So substitute all the values. So I'm going to get the value as 18.42 So recovery ratio, the formula of recovery ratio is equal to recovered length of the sample divided by penetrating length. In this problem, penetrating length is 550 and recovered length is 530. So substitute that 530, that is a recovered length, penetrating length is 550. Therefore, the answer is how much? 0.963. Since recovery length or recovery ratio is less than 1, we can say that the soil is compressed. Okay, and this is how you need to work out the problem problems on in getting the sample, the soil sample is disturbed or undisturbed based on diameter of the sample tube and cutting edge. Okay, guys, I hope all of you understood the problems what I had taught in today's class. So we will meet in the next class with another set of problems. Thank you, guys.